Thank you, Parlay Players. Thanks so much for being a member of the group. Thank you everybody who's wished me a happy birthday on my timeline. So I just want to put out a quick message. I want to keep you here forever. Basically, I'm releasing a product on offline marketing that seems to be the results that we've gotten here on the poll. A lot of people are interested in offline stuff, and I've been dying to try something new. So for those of you that have commented, that voted on anything you wanted to see, expect to see a discount in your inbox at some point here soon. But the deadline for voting is today because I definitely don't want to, I want to encourage participation, but in a timely fashion. I want to make sure everybody complies because otherwise this is ineffective. So if you're interested in getting the biggest discount you can possibly receive, make sure you commented on and just leave something in the poll. Like tell me what you're interested in learning about. But I do think I'm moving forward with the offline thing unless I get a flurry that changes it. So essentially, what I'm thinking about doing or going to be doing is something with the local marketing niche on low ticket stuff. So for people that are having a hard time figuring out what to charge and what to offer. And I thought what I'd do is give you just a quick sneak peek as to some of the things that you can do right now if you want to just enhance your marketing. You don't like talking to people necessarily. Um, I was using Callfire for the longest time. I still use it for when I have local clients that get inbound calls, but their rates for outbound uh, broadcasting stuff is pretty expensive. So what I found out was there's a company called Dialtel. That's what it is, and they charge something like less than 1 cent for 6 seconds of a blast, and you're not charged for anything that doesn't really, quote unquote, connect. It's a little sort of nebulous, and I haven't used it, so I'm telling you that right now. I haven't used it. So for those of you that are taking part in this is sort of like a beta launch. This is a product that I'm planning to add on and build onto. So for those of you getting on board right now, you're going to get to see sort of everything. This is like tightrope walking. I'm going to be putting stuff out there that's could potentially fall on its face. It might not even work. So you'll get to see all that. But at least you'll get to see somebody else fail where you won't necessarily have to. But okay, back to the Dialtel thing. So what you can do is go to their rates, and you can see the broadcasting rates and the benefits of using them are right in here. Only pay for successful calls, answering machines. You don't pay for anything not successful, no answers, disconnects, which makes sense. There's no contracts, which is really good. And the rates are just phenomenal. So a 6 second call is probably going to cost you less than a penny. And if you have some sort of mechanism that you can use to download a list of local clients, you can send this out using that. Your startup cost, if you use this, would be the cost of call blasting. You don't have to use this. This is not something you have to do at all. In fact, in the course, I plan on covering free strategies that you can use to reach out to these folks. But this automates it. Automation always, makes things a bit easier, in my opinion. And we're going to cover some advertising strategies that you can use, especially for local businesses. That seems to be a little bit harder than not, especially if you're trying to do it from your desktop without going in. But we are going to talk about going in as well, because I don't think that necessarily has to be a hard thing. But you can butter them up, you can warm them up before you go in. I want to talk about some strategies to do that. Then I'm hopefully going to create a case study where I actually land one of these clients. I will start with my warm network, which is what I always recommend you start doing. But if you have a business right now where you're actually doing stuff to reach people, you don't like cold calling, this is one way to circumvent the need for you to actually call. The problem with cold calling most of the time is you feel getting rejected, you feel getting shut down, somebody hanging up on you or screaming on you, or just being condescending or something like that. I've experienced it all, so I don't really. I don't want to say I'm not immune to it, but I understand it. I get it. And if I'm going to set myself up to do any cold calling, which I don't do anymore, then I would basically shift my mind, and I can do that. I want to show you how you can do that too, so that you're kind of immune to it. I tend to do things that warms them up, so it acts preemptively. Like I'll send out a direct response style video, or I will send out a message that I check and see if they opened up first, or I'll send out something, some kind of fax, anything that gets them buttered up. That it can be a tell. It has something in place that allows me to tell whether or not they checked it out. If they've checked it out multiple times, that's also helpful. but usually those things are what I use to kind of make sure that I'm hitting on the right person. And if you did this a little bit a day, you can land clients. It's not very hard. I usually use the analogy, use two things. If you can think about how people market on Craigslist, right? Any one of those services is a viable candidate for any type of local business. If they're advertising on Craigslist, those people are just trying to get business. They don't understand 80/20. They probably don't know how to mark up their prices. And if you can land one of them in one state and charge anywhere from 150, 500, 1,000, whatever it is you want, it doesn't matter. Can you land one in one state? Each state has millions of people, right? Each city has millions of people. Can you land one in one state? If you do that 50 times, it's money, right? You don't have to, if you're doing it one vertical, one industry, I mean, it's money. So it's a lot of money too. So you should be able to do this and replicate this. The things that I'm going to go after are like the entertainment venues, things like restaurants primarily, but like bars, nightclubs, anything that, spas, salons, back rubs, chiropractic stuff, things that people would enjoy getting as like a gift certificate. Those things work really well. And what we're going to do is talk about a little viral list building stuff. So if you're going to use this method to get some local clients, this is a good way to get some, I want to say easy. I haven't actually done it yet, but it looks fairly easy to me based on the pieces of the puzzle that I'm putting together here. So if you're interested in it, you'll get the benefits. And the people that come after you, the idea behind this is to amass case studies. Give me a reason to put this thing together. I like getting paid up front before I actually do these things to prove concept. And then the people that get in early get an additional benefit. Everybody else that comes in after them is obviously going to pay more for this. You get to interact live to make this a better course, and I hope you will be there live. That's actually part of the benefit of doing this right now. So you're getting twofold. You get the lowest price, and you get to be there live to interact with me. And then you get the add-on stuff, because I plan on adding to this. I don't know exactly when or how, but I do plan on doing this and to the point where I can show you can get customers. We're going to talk about metrics and conversions and all this stuff, how much you can make. But the business model does involve viral list building for local businesses. And it's something that I have not seen anybody else talk about. So you can do this for somebody who's doing, if, let's say the person's on the first page of Google, he's number one. You can even approach them with this aspect and solidify his position, because we're going to add some moving parts to this, going to make it really juicy. Some of you have seen some of these things, but not in the way that I'm combining them. And I've seen somebody else doing some, I've obviously taken this stuff. I'm not gonna lie, taken all of these bits from different areas. I'm talking about from Udemy courses, from the Warrior Forum, from interactions with other marketers in private chat messages, from Skype group messaging, just all the stuff that I've taken collectively, and I just jumbled it into this one cool strategy that I think you're going to enjoy. So if you want the biggest discount on this and you want to be notified when it goes live, at the price that I'm promising you is going to be lower than you can get anywhere else, I promise, and it'll be only in your inbox and it'll only be for you. So I hope you don't share it with anyone. Make sure you reply to this post here, Birthday Bash 2016 poll results, or just find the poll results, which is going to be right over. This one actually talks about the poll results, and look for this thing right here. This is a little funny looking dude in the comments, and it's actually this poll right here, which has gotten a lot. So we've got 10 plus people that want more stuff on offline marketing, which I find interesting, because I think it's one of the easiest ways to make money nowadays and quickly in the offline space. So if you want the best deal on this, make sure you let me know on here. Everybody who's on this is going to get something in their PM box, and then I'm going to screenshot this at the end of the day before 12 to make sure that whoever's followed the rules gets the absolute best deal. It's going to be at least 30% less than what I'm planning to release it for initially, and then I'm going to go up from there. So thank you so much for taking a look. Thank you for being a part of this group. Thanks for interacting, and I look forward to seeing you on the call. Thank you for helping me celebrate my birthday.